you rebel. No sleeping. That's the one, buddy! You high five for the GoPro. Oh yeah. I was like, that better than recording.
So, I have no idea if this is gonna work. I'm testing out all sorts of new stuff tonight. I'm wearing multiple headphones, monitoring many things. I don't even know if the camera's on me. I think I'll find out in about 15 seconds as I'm listening to this. But I think we'll find out. Terminate once as surprise stream. Hey, yeah, I can hear me. All right. We're gonna go for a walk. We are gonna go for a walk. I have no idea if this camera's working. Let's see if I can find the camera. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take you guys on an adventure. Oh boy, I'm already stuck on stuff.
Message from Brooks Venters.
Don't worry.
Saying, yay,
We'll
good
get there
idea.
soon. Joni says, hello. What is this stuck on? I'm stuck on something.
Brooks Venters.
There we go.
Also said I'll check in the morning and let you know.
There we go. All right, everybody. Let's see if we can make this happen. That was tricky just getting out of the office. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, hey everybody. Like I said, we're gonna go for a walk. Hey Jackson, I am monitoring the chat. What do you mean nothing? Nice live. All right. Terminate one says, hey Sarah. So I'm aware that this is a little bouncy. Everybody just bear with me for a second. Hey everybody, I'm listening to the chat in this thing right here. So I've got the chat going. I can monitor if you super chat in my right ear. I got a lot going on right now. Well, okay. Let's see if I can get this up. All right, there we go. Hey everybody. All right, so there we go. Do I like cats? I used to have a couple of cats, but I kind of like dogs right now. I don't know where mine are. I think they're all weirded out by all this craziness that I'm doing. The thing I wasn't anticipating, yeah, well, is the technology working? So what I was gonna do to you guys, hi everybody. It's so funny, I got all the tech stuff coming right here. Dogs are awesome. Dogs are the best. Where are my dogs? I'm good. Oh, I heard Steve. Here Steve, there's Steve. I was gonna show you guys what's good. Sarah says, what's good? I think I'm gonna mute the chat for a minute and do what I was gonna do and let you guys hear how I use these Meta glasses to find stuff. Oops, hold on one second. You should be able to hear all this. It's talking to me right now, it's confused. Hold on. You just got to the fire. All right. Hey, there's Steve. All right. I'm trying to start my Meta glasses. Hey Meta, start live AI.
Starting live AI.
Yes. All right, it's starting live AI. All right, Meta.
Start auto capture. First and
Meta, can you hear me right now? Hey Meta, can you hear me right now?
Right now, your glasses have a Bluetooth connection to your phone, and it has internet access.
Yeah.
Meta AI is available.
Okay, well that's what we're trying to do. Are we in live AI mode right now? You know what happened? I left the glasses upstairs. Hey Meta, what am I looking at right now?
You're in a kitchen with a large island counter in front of you.
All right.
To your left, there's a plant near the counter.
Okay, so you hear it. It's going right now. So if I was to take something out of, I'm sorry, this is like discombobulating to me. Meta, what am I holding right now?
I don't see anything in your hands right now. Your view shows the kitchen counter and living area,
Oh
but
my
nothing's
God.
being
This
held
thing
up
is so
close to the
dumb.
camera.
Meta, look closer and tell me what I'm holding right now.
You're holding a bottle of Tropicana orange juice. The label shows the brand name and fruit images, and it's in your hand near the center of your...
There we go. See, this is how I would identify what type of juice is this that I'm holding right now, Meta.
You're holding a bottle of Tropicana orange juice. The label shows the brand name and fruit images, and it's positioned in front of you.
It says it's Tropicana orange juice, but I don't think it is orange juice because it doesn't taste like orange juice. I feel like it might be something else, but you know, that's what the stupid thing's trying to tell me. Someone says I need a drink. I also need a drink. Technology, it's like halfway there, but not very good at the moment. You want to take a look at this again, Meta, and tell me exactly what kind of juice this is?
The bottle you're holding is labeled Tropicana orange juice. The label shows the brand name and fruit images, so it's meant to be orange juice.
It
If it tastes off,
it keeps telling me it's orange juice, but it's not orange juice. I'm almost certain it's not orange juice. Yeah, that does not taste like orange juice.
The bottle you're holding is...
Yeah, see, it's
The
pineapple.
bottle in your
Okay,
hand is labeled...
someone just said in the chat it's pineapple mango, and this stupid thing keeps telling me, yeah, the stupid Meta AI keeps telling me it's orange juice. Let's see if I can get another juice right. This is why, you know, people are like, oh, there's this great technology, it's available, it can totally help you out. Like, you don't trust it though. All right, Meta, what kind of juice is this? What is this? What am I holding right now?
You're holding a bottle of pineapple mango juice. The label shows fruit images, and the chat mentioned pineapple mango. So that matches what you're holding.
Now it's saying I'm holding pineapple mango, but the pineapple mango was the last juice that I was holding. This is, Meta, look again and tell me what I'm holding right here.
You're holding a bottle of pineapple mango juice.
The label
shows
keeps telling me
images.
this is pineapple mango juice, but there's no way that this is pineapple mango juice because I feel like I know what this is. This is, that is peach juice, right? I'm pretty certain that's peach juice.
The bottle...
Okay, so, you know, so what I need, instead of trying to rely on Meta AI, Meta, you want to take one more test and tell me what this bottle is? One more try. Meta. Yes? No? Maybe? Hey Meta, tell me what I'm holding in front of me.
The bottle you're holding is labeled pineapple...
Yeah, it keeps telling me it's pineapple juice. These things are, whoever thinks that these are like helpful.
You're holding a bottle...
It isn't real orange juice. All right, Meta, you have failed me. You want to try and Meta? Hey Meta, look and describe this room to me.
You're in a spacious room with wooden flooring. To your left, there's a dining area with a glass table and chairs. Straight ahead, a microphone stand is near a tall decorative statue. The living area to the right has a rug, chairs, and large glass doors leading outside. The room is brightly lit with ceiling lights.
Okay, I mean, it's pretty decent at that stuff, but when I ask it to like read things to me, it does a terrible job. Hold on, I'm gonna go and grab like a snack bar or something. Let's see if I can find something here. All right, so, hey Meta, look and tell me what I'm holding right now.
You're holding a Made Good granola bar. The packaging is purple with white text, and it shows an image of the bar on the front. The brand name and product details are clearly visible on the wrapper.
Okay, what type of Made Good granola bar is it?
It's a Made Good mixed berry granola bar.
All
The
right.
packaging shows mixed berry on the...
So that one said this is a Made Good mixed berry granola bar. I feel like that one might be right because that's Banana's favorite, and I think it might have gotten that one right. Hey, good job finding my Twitch account. I appreciate it. It's at Pete Gustin. I'm talking to people in the chat at the same time I'm talking to Meta, which is mildly... Wait, I'm not in the middle of the screen? Why not? I should be. I should be in the middle of the screen. How dare you, camera, not be following me? That was part of the... I'm testing... All right. Wait, are you falling asleep to it tonight because it's super boring, or because oh, this thing isn't following me anymore, is it? All right, I'm trying to get this thing to start following me. Aha, aha. I think there we go. Well, okay. Now this thing identified this as Made Good mixed berry bars. Hello from Oregon, Bend, Oregon. So I think it finally got one right, but I don't trust it all the time. Well, it should be able to read. Okay, hey Meta, read what's on the back of this box. Do I still surfboard?
The back.
All right, hey Meta, read the back of this for me.
I can see text and a QR code on the back, but it's too small to read clearly from this distance. Holding it closer would help me read the details for you.
Holding it closer? Like how close? You want me to hold it like this close? Can you read it now?
I can see the text better now, but it's still a bit small to read clearly.
It's still
Try
a bit
holding it
small
about
to
6
read
to 8.
clearly. Oh my God, hey Meta, I'm gonna stop live AI because you are
Try-
failing me so hard. Okay, these are
Live
good.
AI stopped.
Live AI stopped. All right, I am gonna stop dealing with the stupid. Yeah, they're completely inaccurate, obviously. How about I do something else with you guys? You guys have all asked where did the knife come from that I used for the blind guy unboxing. This is the most like disconcerting live I've ever done, or disconnected live. So I've got like one set of audio coming over here. I've got the text coming over here. I got Meta talking to me up here. There's like so much going on. But this knife, so this is the knife that I used for the blind guy unboxing. I got this thing, it was 2002, and I was in the middle of building a lowrider bicycle. And it was all gold, and it was like all pimped out, and there's like this really cool bike. And I got a catalog mailed to me. It was a Bud K catalog, and this knife was on the front of it. And the guys I was with, as I was building the lowrider, they're like, hey, that knife matches your bike. Actually, I can take you, I forgot, I'm mobile. I can take you, oops, just walked right into the camera. I can take you and show you the bicycle. All right, sorry, this is gonna be very, I know, it's very bumpy when I'm walking. So, and I also don't walk through my house backwards very often. It's very odd. I don't exactly feel comfortable doing it, but I'm gonna take you and show you the bicycle. Doors right here, and reach for the camera. Okay, and here we go. Like, how bumpy is this for you guys? So if I put this here and I walk over here, you should be able to see the bike that I'm talking about. Amaze Puzzle says, hi, Sarah. I mean, it didn't do a good job reading the nutrition level. But anyway, yeah, Meta is blind. So this is the bike that I was building, this gold lowrider over here. Hopefully you can see this over my shoulder. And I got this catalog. It was like Bud K Knives. And they sent me the catalog with this thing on the cover of it. And my friends are like, that knife would look super cool with that bike. I don't know, I was like 23 or 24 at the time, and it seemed like it would be a good idea. I was like, yeah, I'll match the knife to the bike. So I ordered this thing, I got it in the mail, and the first thing we did is I got the knife in the mail, I took my bike outside, I was living in the city of Boston, and we just wanted to get a picture of me riding this bike while, I think the knife was like in a sheath, or it was like on the side or something, I don't know, we're just trying to get a picture of dumb 24-year-olds. We get outside, we walk outside my apartment complex, and within like 2 seconds, a cop walks up. He just like comes walking up, and I'm like, oh no, because this thing is not, I think like the legal length of a knife to have out in public in Massachusetts is like 3 inches, and this is a lot bigger than 3 inches, obviously. And the cop walks up, and he's like, nice bike. And I'm like, cool, thanks. I'm trying to find the camera, by the way, make sure I'm actually in frame. And he actually asked if he could just take a picture of the bike, and he totally didn't even notice that I had this giant, ridiculous knife with me that time. So we got away with taking the picture, but then I decided this knife was stupid and dangerous, and why did I buy it? I had no idea. It just kind of seemed like a fun thing to do at the time. And I ended up just putting it in a box, and this was 2002. And then I moved into another apartment, then I moved into a house, then I moved all the way across the country, and all of a sudden, one day, I was just like going through my stuff, and Brian from Dublin, who we haven't heard from in a long time, he was the first one to ever send me stuff. He was the very first one to send me stuff to do a blind guy unboxing with. He just sent me this big box, and I just happened to come across this thing again. I was like, oh, I'll open this up with this knife. And people seem to like it. I actually feel like blind guy unboxing is more popular because of I think people like the knife more than they like me. People just like watching the knife, or maybe they like watching a blind guy with the knife. I'm just listening. Oh, I was listening. Sarah says, oh yeah, all my friends know the low rider. You do it. Sarah's doing the lyrics from the song. And so I've been using this thing for blind guy unboxing ever since, but where's the microphone? Microphones, can you hear? Oh, I just hit myself in the head with it. It's there, can you hear that? I don't know if you can, it's kind of faint, but the knife is starting to come loose. It's like literally starting to come loose, and I'm really nervous. One of these days I'm gonna be like, this is a blind guy unboxing, and like the knife is gonna like, it feels to me like it's about to fall out of the handle, and I don't know how to do metalworking. Like I don't know how to fix it. Like I could duct tape it in there, but that wouldn't look very cool. You guys never get to see the handle because I'm always holding it. The handle is so ridiculously intricate. This thing it's a pretty crazy knife. There, that's what it looks like when I'm not holding the handle, and it's extremely heavy. This is like a really heavy knife. And I wanted to buy a new one like last year when it started to become a little bit loose. And so I went to their website, Bud K Knives or budk.com or whatever it was. They don't sell it anymore. I was only able to find this in one place. I found it on eBay, and they were selling one. And by the time I decided I really wanted to buy it, it was sold out. It's called, I forget, it's called something fantasy knife, Dungeon Walls Crumble. That's literally what they called the knife. They just called it the Dungeon Walls Crumble knife. So if anybody comes across a Dungeon Walls Crumble knife that happens to look like this, I would love to get a new one before I go to stab a box and then have it fall apart in my head. Who misses me? Who misses who? I guess you guys, I'm just listening to the chat right now. Joni said the cop noticed the knife, he just didn't say anything. Probably. My name is Pete Gustin. Thank you, KTL17. Sorry. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Since I'm in the garage, should I do a workout? Well, why do you need me blindfold? Someone just said, let's blindfold you and have you walk around your house. Like, that's just kind of like, I am blind and I am walking around my house. Like, why do you want me to be blindfolded to walk around my house? I feel like I'm getting frustrated with people like saying stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna head out of the garage. Like, I don't feel like you guys, I mean, it's where I do all my workouts and stuff, but I don't feel like you're gonna do like workout with Pete. Maybe we can head outside. I'm enjoying the freedom of being able to walk around, but I am definitely mildly discombobulated because I'm listening to so many things at once. I feel like people who do lives and then they can just, read the chat when they feel like reading the chat, that must be kind of nice. That must be a little bit easier than having to listen to themselves talk and listen to the chat. Sorry, I know this is very bouncy. I'm gonna see if I can go outside for a second because it was not the nicest day today. I didn't actually get to go out and surf. Here's Steve. Where are you at, Steve? I hear you. Let's see, is this thing gonna track me? Yes, it is. Hey, Caleb, what's going on? So, I am backing up. Yes, I am also tired of clowns trying to dime sell the abilities that blind people possess. Use super glue. Hold on. There we go. There's a screw in the bottom of the knife. I left it in the other room. Where's my pool? Here's my pool. My pool is right. Oh, it's so warm. We heated it up last night. The reason I'm doing this tonight, by the way, the reason I'm trying new things and walking around and talking to you guys by myself is Banana went out of town. And I don't know if anybody's been following the whole Mike Vrabel story, New England Patriots. He had the affair with Diana Rossini, who was a reporter for The Athletic. And they got caught because they got pictures taken of them at a resort in Sedona, Arizona. And she said she was just out there on a girls' trip. And ironically, of all things, Banana is actually on a girls' trip right now in Sedona. But I know this is true. It's definitely true. She's definitely not with the head coach of the New England Patriots. because it is her and her sisters, and I know they're there. So it's me and Steve and Skylar and you guys. Use Valisong. LT Iron Fox says, it's coming unscrewed. I just need to tighten it back up. He's talking about the knife. I should swell the. You guys are giving me all sorts of tips on how to fix. I did go to regular schools. There's a movie called Finding Forrester that the knife reminds him. Silver Wolf says, God bless you, Pete. Have a blessed evening. Sir, that's nice. I appreciate that. Sarah Cam 78 says, I guess we're all hanging out tonight. Is it raining? Was that rain? Or did I just get hit by a bunch of bugs? I think I just got hit by a bunch of bugs. Ooh, a power wheelchair user in the chat, and using, what's Balisong from Philippines? I don't know what that is. I'm just listening. I'm going crazy listening to the text and trying to respond and trying to talk. Ah. Of course I know where my bike is. How would I not know where my bike is? I put it there. I'm good. How are you doing? I feel like I make more sense. Someone says they've been watching me forever. Love it. Appreciate that. Where's my duck? I feel like it is raining. Travis Fowler says, all right. I wasn't uncalm. Where's my duck? There it is. Here we go. These are my ducks. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have walked in there with electronics in my pockets. Thank you. The toy collector says, am I excited for the new Coyote movie? I don't even know what that is. I have to stop listening to the chat because it makes me confused. So when we built this pool just like 2 years ago, Banana was like my birthday, like this thing got done right around my birthday, and she's like, what do you want for the pool? And I'm like, a rubber duck, because I thought like having a rubber duck would be kind of funny to put in the pool, and I just thought putting like a cute little rubber ducky, because this thing, it's a spool, it's there's jets, it's more of a giant jacuzzi than a pool. There's like 8 jets along the back. That thing's a waterfall. It is definitely raining on me, by the way, or starting to. And so I thought it'd be fun to have like a little rubber ducky in my pool. And then Banana actually found this thing. I think there's 2 of them. I think there's another one in the pool somewhere. But I thought that was like such a fun, nice gift. I asked for like a cute little rubber ducky, and she got me that thing. And on days when we don't feel like going in the pool, or like when it's a little too cold or something, we just like lounge on our rubber duckies and have fun. I feel like, I don't know, I could either stay out here and keep doing this with you guys, or I could just head back up in the office, maybe take some calls. I'm listening to the Nightwalker says, my hand is in frame. That's not good. I want more than my hand. Where's the damn camera? Ah, I lost the camera. Uh-oh. Where did the camera go? I forgot where I put the camera. My favorite type of cheese? I got so confused. All right, the camera is somewhere. I know that I put the camera somewhere. Did I completely lost the camera. How embarrassing is that? Where did I put the damn thing? I'm just going to end up walking into it, and then it's going to knock over. Oh, there we go. I found it. I didn't want to lose the camera. Is it following me? It's supposed to be following me. It's supposed to be facial recognition. All right, I feel like this is a fairly good test of this thing, but it's kind of stressing me out. So I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to go back up to the couch where I'm comfortable, and then I'll have a normal conversation with you guys where I'm not doing 85 things at once. I just kind of want to see if this would work. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Let's see. Hey! Someone's name is Mr. Cockatiel. Yeah, these are the Meta Vanguards, and they... Oh, the chat's lagged? Well, yeah, it's because there's a lot of messages in there. All right, well, that makes sense. You know, I can... Hold on, if I jump to... I can jump to... Hey, someone says greetings from Quebec. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to head back into the booth. And then I can continue being a little more normal. Normal? Normal. Normal. All right, here we go. Ah, jeez. All right, heading back over here into my booth, and let's see. Try not to sit. That's my phone. This is that. I'm going to switch to this view and then turn on that microphone. That was like exhausting. Let's see if I can get into the chat in real time. There we go. That should be the chat in real time.
At Joni BC said at Rakakatiel 2007 no, he went to regular schools.
I did go to regular schools, but that feels like, I feel like that's really far
At
behind
Nightwalker
too.
said at Pete,
Yo.
your knife reminds me of the movie Finding Forrester. He has a large
Oh,
letter
that's
opener.
way behind. How do I get, there's so many messages.
At Silverwolf
There's so many
6516
messages
said
that it's
God
like a
bless you
million
Pete,
miles
have a
behind.
blessed evening, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see if
At
I can.
Japits.tb said please can you use Bali song from Philippines.
That's way behind. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple things here. I'm gonna get the chat in real time because that's more fun for everybody. Let's see if I can figure that out. No, I don't want to text somebody. I want to go to my chat. Chat lady. There we go. Show TTS controls. Skip to current message. And
Dragon says love the pool dogs.
someone said loves the pool ducks. That feels like that might be a little bit more in real time, I think. All right, let's see if I can get. No, don't pause TTS. Keep going with the TTS. Keep going with the TTS. And I'm going to see if I can plug this in here. And let's see. Well, no one's now no one is chatting. I'm going to go back to the old chat because at least someone was saying
watching
stuff
you
back
forever,
then.
love it.
Someone's been watching me forever. Love it. That's very
At
nice.
Yashwell Atar said hi Pete.
Hello. Let's see if I can get this one over. That one is did I lose everybody? I feel like I lost everybody. I'm just listening to the old chat. Oh, is that what happened?
Pause TTS. Button.
Pause
Resume TTS. Skip message. Skip message.
TTS.
Resume TTS.
Resume
Pause TTS.
TTS.
Repeat message.
Repeat
Add Casino
message.
Dragon says love the pool dogs.
Someone says loves the pool ducks. All right. I feel like
Add Nightwalker says love the pool ducks is 10 messages. I can see that lol.
you can see that's 10
Add MR
messages
Cockatiel
ago.
2007 says Pete has Stargardt's disease.
I do have Stargate's disease.
Adam Ace Puzzle says trashing Pete by saying he knows his way around his own house.
I mean,
At
that's kind of
Priscilla Joy
lame.
702
I'm just
says
plugging
Pete
in
you
my
are so
headphones here.
handsome.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you. I
watching you
appreciate
surf.
that.
You are so inspirational.
I would, what
Add
should
my
I
name
take
is not
first?
Patrick says my
Handsome
friend asked if you need to fart.
or inspiration? Your friend
At
asked
Big
if I need to fart.
1348 says keep on rocking.
I will keep on rocking.
At Real
Keep
Vestro
on
says I'm here.
rocking, rocking me,
At
baby.
Ririmer 4978 says no, we are all still here in the chat.
All right, now I'm here.
At Joni
I
BC
think
says
I'm here.
thanks.
That was
Nicole
a
Fa.
that was kind of fun, but I
At
feel like I'd
Nightwalker
rather
says
do that.
fart poo poo.
Fart poo poo. That's a great use of your
At Sarah
comment
Cam
time.
7808 says sorry I'm kinda useless tonight Joni.
I'm also kind of useless. I mean, that
At
was
Travis Fowler 8345 says yeah puzzle he wants sightseeing when that bike was put up.
well.
At Joni BC
what do
says
you
you're
mean?
good. Sarah.
Hold on one second.
At Jennifer Segrist
Let's put this out.
8440
Oh,
says you're amazing.
I can just pause it down. The bike. So now I can gather my thoughts when I don't have 8,000 things in my ear at the same time. That was very complicated. I had two sets of things talking to me and myself all at once. That was a lot. So the bike. Why did I have a bike? Why did I have a bike? People are probably like, you're faking being blind because you used to ride a bicycle. So oh man, what was that? If you don't know, I feel like most people know. That watch the channel is I lost my eyesight over time, and I always rode a bicycle because I knew I was never going to be able to get a driver's license. So I started riding a bicycle like furiously, like it was going to be my mode of transportation. I was not going to be stopped. I was like, I'm not going to need rides from people. I'm going to get around on my own. And it was extraordinarily unsafe. Like I didn't have good enough vision to drive a car. I couldn't pass the driver's test, obviously. And I used to ride around everywhere. I used to take myself to the gym. I used to go to friends' houses on my bike. When I was in college, biking wasn't, it was getting, even I was starting to admit it was like a little dangerous for me to bike when I was in college. So I started skateboarding in college, but I think, so I rode everywhere. Like, I just wanted to try and be independent. And then I put that thing up on the wall when we moved out here. We've been here for about 10 years. And when we first got here, I was kind of riding it in the neighborhood a little bit, like I just live in a cul-de-sac. I'd kind of like go around the circle and it was fun, but it was just getting very unsafe for me to be riding a bike. Cause not like I could hit something could hit me. And so I finally, I put that thing up on the wall. It was a fun project. It was a fun bike to make. My dad helped me out with it. The seat that's on it, this white leopard print seat. We actually had that made at a Harley Davidson shop, which was actually kind of funny because we couldn't find anybody that would make a custom seat, and my dad walked into a Harley Davidson shop with this funny little banana seat, and he's like, my son wants white leopard print on this banana seat, and they did it, but I'm sure that they gave him a bunch of weird looks because they're like, why in the world would you want that? And we had the twisted cranks and the mufflers and everything. It's a fun bike, and so I have it up on the wall. It's a memory, something I used to ride, and that is the origin of the knife. That's why I got the knife, to match the bike, basically. I want to
Adler
find.
Gaming says first time seeing you live, love your shorts, hope you're doing all right.
I am doing
Dank
fairly
Angel
good. I feel
says,
like
really,
I
Sarah?
feel like I just kind of confused
At
myself by
City
doing
Food
too much stuff at
012VR
once
says
tonight.
hello.
I'm going to try and find a pair of
Anime's
glasses
Puzzle
that are
says, "Sanu, I probably think about how blindness affects
a little
people
more
more
comfortable
than,
than
you
the
think about pretty
ones
much anything."
I'm wearing right now.
At Dank MF Angel says, I knew someone that didn't know how to swim in his 20s. Anime's Puzzle says
Alright.
that was to Travis.
So these are
Okay,
the-
lols, I'm done.
these-
Travis, go troll someone else.
Oh, Travis is in there
At
trolling.
Travis Fowler
Oh, there's Travis.
8345 says I build airplanes.
You
I
build
also
airplanes.
Work on military planes,
And he
like
works on
the
military
F-35
planes.
and PA-Day, so I'm a professional pilot if I use your standards.
Okay. All
That's
right.
Monkey says hello.
I love
At Travis Fowler
Travis again.
8345 says Amaze cool scroll on Hot Rod.
all right, whatever. I'm going to mute that. You guys can fight amongst yourselves. These are the glasses that I normally wear. These are the Vanguards. I've been wearing these. One, they're mildly uncomfortable because I've got the, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. I'm wearing the Rode Wireless Go microphone on the ear. That's how you were able to hear what it was saying, even though it was just doing just a bang up, like terrible job. It was doing so bad at identifying stuff. But they're also, they're just like really weighty glasses. They're like big, they're heavy, and they're a bit much, and I don't need them in here right now. That was just so I could let you guys hear what the AI was doing, and you could hear how it was trying to navigate. Those are better. Those are a little more comfortable. I like those. Do you think I should take some phone calls tonight? Oh, I'll have to
Look a
change.
bit uncomfy.
I'll have to change.
At Sarah Cam
couple things.
7808 says can't swim or ride a bike, lol.
Let's see. If I
At
put
Don Angel
the,
says hi Pete, hope you had a good day.
I had a pretty
Anime's
decent
Puzzle
day.
says, Sarah,
I did a lot of
do you
cleaning.
want to learn either swimming or
That
biking?
garage wasn't nearly as clean as it was until I got to it today. All right, yeah, I guess I'll take some
At
phone
Johnny
calls tonight
DC says,
because
whatever is going on with you guys? Please stop.
wait a
I will
second.
kick you out if it continues.
how did I get over there?
At
Oh, there
Rearmer
we go.
4978 says who, Chris? How in the world?
There we go.
Here's
760-51.
time. He seems lagged.
Yeah, I was the chat was like
Ariel
760.
Vestro said the other one is right behind the one you picked up.
The other one is right behind the one I picked up. I
And
wonder
Joey
what that's
BC
referring
said it's
to.
supposed to rain here tonight.
I'm a little surprised that it's raining here tonight. I believe that I have the phone system working tonight. If you guys want to try and give me a call at 760-517-6844. I mostly spent a lot of time today trying to set up that whole system where I was able to walk around the house, which is like more complicated than you would think it should be. But I also tried to make it so that I could go live in horizontal and vertical tonight, which is something that I had not done for a long time because the bandwidth wasn't working. I gotta check and see if the phone is actually. Oh, what did I do here? Because it's still connected to this stupid. I can't access my phone because it's connected to the glasses. So I got to close the glasses. Oh, I don't want to lose this. Then when it sucks when you lose something this small, and I don't know exactly where I put it. It's the wireless microphone I was walking around with. So I'm going to stick that in my pocket because I definitely don't want to lose track of where that is. Let's see if this thing is voiceover on. All right, let's see if I can. I gotta test the phone, which is what I should have done before this thing. Dial 760-517-6844. Just looking to see if it works.
Calling +1 760-517-6844.
Yeah, is it gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Hey, look, can I talk to myself? Hi, self.
Hi, self.
What's going on, self?
Going on, self?
All right, I just want to make sure that the phone worked. So yeah, if you guys want to call me tonight, 760-517-6844. Otherwise, I can sit there and take your questions and comments in the chat. And if you guys are done fighting, I think I can pop back over there. Oh wait, what did I just do? There's so much going on.
Skip next
tonight.
dynamic island. Empty. Repeat message. Skip to current message. Skip to current
Skip
message.
to current message. Repeat.
Settings. Button. Skip to current
Settings.
message. Button.
Oh, it's upside down. That's why.
At Night Walker says hi self.
Hi, self.
At Joni BC says Chris. There are rules.
There are rules. Don't break the rules. Joni will, make sure that you don't break the rules.
Joni
She can put
BC
you in a
says
timeout
always
and
have
everything.
been. At DankMF Angel says I know, but there's not a lot.
There's not a lot of rules. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to put this back over, and then I'm going to, for the first time tonight, talk to someone other than myself, 760-517-6844. If you guys want to talk, I feel so much more professional usually because I come in with a plan. I know what I'm going to talk about. I've got some things ready to go. Tonight, I was like, let me test some electronic stuff, but hey, thank you guys bearing with me. First call of the night. Who's this?
Hey, Pete, it's Josh, Amaze Puzzles. How are you doing?
Good, Josh. Thanks for bearing with all that. Just watching me trying stuff out.
You know, it kind of gives me a little bit of insight into how difficult it must be to try to manage all that, man. I think you were right. You had too much going on to really be able to focus. You know, like multitasking, I guess, is kind of a myth. You know, they did studies and figured out that you don't really do things better when you multitask. I think that's what you got going on.
I think there was too much audio input, and before I walked away, you guys noticed that one of the chats was lagging, like way behind. I had a lagging one and I had the real time one, and they were going at the same time. One was my left ear and one was my right ear. That's why I was like constantly disconcerted. I'm like, I can't follow. So I had to come back up here and mute those and get myself back on track.
Yeah, I tried to imagine that, and I just couldn't. I mean, it's probably trying to. Well, but you're used to it because you get your lines fed to you.
Well, that's the other thing I didn't test.
You know,
yeah, but usually I have one ear open when I do my voice acting. I put the earbud in my right ear, and then I listen to myself in my left ear. And that's as soon as I hit go on the live and the chat started talking into both ears, I was like, I can't hear myself. I was very unused to that. So it was a learning process. It was something new tonight.
Still super cool technology, man. I you know, the more I get immersed into the visually impaired culture, the more I can appreciate what's happening as far as meta glasses and such goes. I mean, it's really revolutionary stuff. But however, it's only revolutionary if it actually tells you what's in your dang hand.
Yeah.
You know?
and I think, I think those things require a lot of patience. The technology of them is you're talking like Gen 1 technology. And I was holding it up and it kept saying orange juice. And I knew for a fact because I bought the stuff and I tasted it, it wasn't orange juice. Now, I think if I'd given it more time, if I'd been quiet, I was talking to you guys, I was talking to people that were watching saying like, hey, this thing isn't working right. I think if I gave it time, it might have gotten it. It's good at, like when I asked it to describe the kitchen to me, it described that, but it's really bad at reading text, which is like kind of important. Like that's the stuff that I want to know.
Yeah, it should be good at everything. I mean, you shouldn't have to have caveats and as a spectator, it didn't really seem to describe things very well. At least from our perspective. I don't know if the camera was looking a different way, but whenever it started talking about your glass table and your chairs, or even the fact that there was a plant on your side or anything like that, it didn't look like it was telling you anything about where you actually were. It was kind of weird.
Well, the camera was pointed at me and the glasses were pointed the other way. So it might have been describing stuff that was behind the camera. I mean, it's good technology. It's a good start, but I try and be as independent as possible. I got into it with someone in the comments today who was just like, I figured you had someone typing for you. And I'm like, oh my God. Like I keep trying to show people that I'm very capable and competent and I do a lot by myself. I obviously don't have someone following me around typing all of my emails all day. And so I try and be as competent as I can and self-sufficient as I can. And I remember, we just went through tax season and I have to, I'm employed by nearly 100 different people. I'm getting a lot of 1099s. And I was excited this year to be able to go through them myself. So I put on the meta glasses, I held up some paperwork, and I said, what is this? And it started to say, it's like, this is a 1099, I can't discuss financial information with you. Thank you for the follow. And it literally,
great.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm like, okay, so no to that. You're not going to help me with that. It just decided not to help me with that.
Great. Major thing you were planning on just excised from the plan.
Yep.
Wonderful.
So I was able to chat GPT was able to read my 1099s for me. That was able to help me out. But then you read all these stories about like who's on the other end of this stuff. Like, did I just show some dude in Sri Lanka or somewhere in the middle of Bangladesh, like all of my 1099s for 2025? I wasn't really sure.
Yeah. I don't think that's the case with ChatGPT. I think if you were in an Uber doing your taxes, then it'd be a concern.
Yeah.
But the thing you got to worry about with ChatGPT, because I use it all the time, is, man, it's not always right. And with something, I mean, that's as important as your taxes,
Yes.
it gets 1 decimal point moved over and you're
Yeah.
screwed, man.
Yeah. I mean, right off the
Yeah,
bat,
so I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might help you feel a bit more prepared when you have somebody else do it, but it's still, the technology is not there to where you can just whip through it yourself, I guess.
But it's close. I feel like give it a couple more years, but I don't, anything super important, I will run it by Banana, or, I have an accountant. I
Sure.
wasn't gonna file my taxes just because ChatGPT told me to.
Right. Yeah. Well, I didn't file for many years, and then I opened up a business and had started to try to be a bit more law abiding, and so now all of a sudden I pay my taxes.
Oh, good times. Don't forget the quarterlies.
Yeah. That's funny you mentioned that, man. Very touche.
Tax advice with Pete. We could do that all night long, because I got audited twice over the past 2 years. The IRS came after little old me, guy who couldn't do all of his own reading all his documents by himself. Poor Banana and I were just reading through documents endlessly trying to get through. That was a good time. But I'll never say anything bad about them, because I don't want them to come after me. They're my favorite. They're the nicest people ever. I love those guys. Just leave me alone. 760-517-6844. Talking to you guys tonight after my big adventure walking around the house, which apparently started a fight in the chat. But hey, who's this? Hello. Oh, somebody's there and they're not talking. I'm going to put them on hold for 1 more second. Maybe they'll come back. They are not coming back. So you all know what that means. Yeah, we blew them up. If I come to you and you're not there, you get blowed up. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys tonight. I was walking around the house, doing my best out there. I think next time I'm walking around the house, I'm not going to be listening to the chat. I'll just walk around and talk. And then, I don't know, maybe I can pop in every now and then, but listening to it nonstop was making me crazy. Hey, who's this?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Is it Sarah?
Hello? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I could hear you twice.
That's
hello?
That's usual, because the big long delay.
I'm sorry. I forgot to shut off the YouTube. So I was like, I can hear him. He can't hear me. But it was just the backplay. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I feel bad because Joni is doing most of the modding tonight because my eyes have kind of crapped out, and so I can't read the chat. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Joni.
I showed Banana the Zoom feature on the iPhone. Have you gotten to Zoom yet?
What do you mean? What Zoom feature?
If you enable Zoom, if you go into Settings, Accessibility, Vision, Zoom, and then you 2-finger tap on the screen, it will zoom in everything that you're looking at. It makes everything on the screen bigger. Yeah.
Oh, I do that daily.
Oh,
Like
do you?
every 5 minutes,
Okay.
I'm doing that, so I don't have to strain my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah, I went through all the phases. I was as I was losing my eyesight very slowly. Like my first flip phone, I had that set to there was regular font and large font, and I could kind of see the font on that phone. And then I went to the
Yeah.
Zoom where it was blown up so that each letter was like an inch tall. And then then I couldn't see anything. So now I'm just text to speech all day, every day.
Yeah, I hate it because everybody hands me their phones to help them figure something out or to do something, and I'm like, I need 5 minutes to change your accessibility settings,
Yeah.
and then I can help you with it.
Exactly. I have to turn on Bananas. I have to turn on her text to speech if she wants me to do anything in her phone. But again, thanks for dealing with me as I was just kind of walking around trying to just do some different things, get up and about, show people my life and how I function. I do think next time.
No, it was fun. It was a hangout, and we were all hanging out in the chat, and I was texting everybody. I was like, hey, Pete's doing a random live. Let's hop in.
That's cool. I
And,
appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a fun time for us in the chat, especially us regulars, because it's our hangout twice a week. We
Yeah.
just catch up with each other.
Now there's an extra bonus. Maybe later. Maybe later I'll take my camera and just go lay on one of the ducks, and I'll listen to the chat and just kind of spy on you guys.
It's a fun time. It gets a little messy, but what's any family without a little mess?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do the Check Pete's voicemail tonight, but you've been putting some very good questions in there, and I appreciate those.
I will ask about wiping one of these days just to just to mix it
The
up.
most important question, obviously.
I'm just messing around. I just was like, I just wish people would dig a little deeper when they ask you questions. I just feel like you've covered so much, or certain things are just kind of superficial. I'm like, dig a little deeper, y'all.
Yeah, the it happens when videos blow up. I just switched over to my side view camera. I know your eyes are tired, but maybe someone in the chat can tell me. LT told me this view was washed out last week, so I didn't use it. But
It
then
is. I thought it was like I thought you knew that, but the side camera is washed out, but the main camera is excellent.
the side one, it's still, so I'm on the side camera right now. It's probably delayed. You might not be able to see it for a few seconds, but it's still washed out. Like it still looks weird. I w-
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that camera or that it's necessarily washed out. It's just not as crisp and
Oh,
like as color rich as the
yeah.
main camera.
Well, I mean the
So when
side.
they switch, it looks washed out.
Okay, that's funny because the side camera is a Sony ZV-1, which is like a $500 camera, which is basically the one that every other creator uses. It's called the creator camera. So most videos that you're seeing made on YouTube, if it's not being made on an iPhone or an Android, they're using that camera. But then I
Hmm.
switched to the other one, which I'll switch to for the viewers that are watching. And this is a $2,200 body and a $2,200 lens. So that's not something that most people are
Wow.
gonna buy. Um,
Wow.
but it's so hard for me, like never being able to see it. People tell me they're like, it would look better if, and then I don't get to make the judgment call, like how much better. And so
Yeah.
I just kind of like I want to do the best I can. So I was like, all right, I'll go for that one. And
Well, yeah.
I do know because of the blind guy unboxing that I'm showing a lot of objects, and sometimes they're kind of like little. And I was just told that this would be much better for that. So I
I
went with
think
it.
the main camera is amazing quality. Like the one that's head on, I think that one is amazing quality. The side one, not as much, and I think that's why it looks a little washed out.
Oh, that's funny. I'll tell you something else funny about this one is when I very first started doing the lives, I set up the camera. Like I don't want things to change once they work. Especially when you're blind, like you want things in their place. If everything's working, leave it alone. So the camera is basically right in front of me. Like if I reach straight forward, it's basically directly in front of me. Now Brooks started doing
Right.
the show with me, and he sits about 2 or 3 feet to my left. And we've got a
Hmm.
wide angle lens, like it's a very wide angle lens. So he's in the frame, but I'm a good 2 or 3 feet closer to the lens than he is. And someone said in the comment section, they're like, he looks like your little brother. And Brooks is nearly 6'4". He's about six
Yeah,
four, and I was
Brooks is
yeah, I was like,
tall.
how could he be my little brother? And then I started putting two and two and two together. I was like, oh, I'm actually way closer to the camera, so I probably look a lot better.
Yeah. I
than
noticed
Brooks.
that too because I seen a picture of you guys together, and I was like, oh wow, Brooks is really tall.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you're sitting on the couch and with the angles, you guys kind of get a little bit more even. I don't want to hold up the lines, Pete, but I have a question for you, and I hope it's not a dumb
No, go
question.
ahead.
Try not to ask dumb questions. But I was wondering when you were writing music back in the day,
Yeah,
and I know by the time you were in college, you had trouble reading text.
yeah.
How did you write your songs? Like, was text to speech a thing then? How did you write stuff? Or even in college, how did you take notes and be able to read them later?
I never wrote down the music that I was writing. I had the fortune of being in a studio in New York City. I was working for Sirius Satellite Radio at the time, and they set me up in this music studio, which is where like all of the musicians would come in, like when they had like Eric Clapton or Eminem, like anybody that came in that perform. Ozzy was there, and that was the studio that I would work in.
Wow.
So there was pianos, there was guitars, there was bass, there was drums, and I was able to play enough of everything that I could get down what I wanted. And then I'm extremely good with electronics. So the music was it was electro rock. So I could program the drums, I could program the bass. And later I teamed up with a guitarist, a very talented guitarist by the name of Tim Salter. And I was like, this is what I want, and I can't play it because I'm not that good. So I just kind of like mouth music it. I'm like, oh, da, 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 and he's like, yeah, sure, I can play that for you. So I never
That's
actually,
amazing.
I never knew how to write any music at all. And I learned much later in life that Michael Jackson was the same way. He had cassette tapes like just tons of cassette tapes where he'd be like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, R. Kelly was the same way because he couldn't, he was illiterate, or some people say he was illiterate, but he didn't write, or it was said he didn't write most of the songs.
And in college, I developed a shorthand for myself that, and I would write very big. I can't remember it all, but if the word was walking, I'd write walk, and then I wrote a backwards C was the ing, and navigation was NAVIGA, and then I did it was a bent, crooked uppercase U, and a T. There was THE. If I was writing theory, I had a symbol for THE, so I'd write the symbol and then ORY, and I had probably 100 of those different little shorthands, and I used to take my notes in Sharpie, and I'd write, and so I'd be able to fit a lot of it on one page, but I was never. And then even looking at it later, it was very hard for me to even see my own notes, but I remembered writing it and seeing the symbols. I'd be like, ing, the, shun. I'd see all my notes, and it would kind of remind me of what I was doing. So I was never really able to even read my own notes. I just had enough vision that it would like kind of spark my memory of what the professor was talking about.
Yeah, I think even the tactile action of writing just kind of reinforces certain wiring in your brain. But I want to get off because I don't want to hold up the line. But thank you, Pete. It's been great talking to you.
Good to talk to you.
Have a good evening.
Thanks, Sarah. So yeah, surprise live. Sorry, I didn't. I'm taking time with people tonight. I'm not lightning rounding, I guess. Although I could, if there's a lot of people on the line, I guess I'll just shut up and get to it and see who else is there. 760-517-6844. If you've never seen this on YouTube Shorts before, we are in the Shorts feed tonight, which I was not able to do for a long time because. Long story, doesn't matter. But we're back on Shorts. 760-517-6844. Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Rail Vestro.
Did you say Rail is your first name?
Ryle.
Oh, Ryle. What's going
on? So earlier, that comment that you were confused about, your chat is still lagged because I said that back when you were holding the ducks in the pool.
Oh. Yeah.
You were saying you didn't know where the other duck was. I was telling you it was right behind the one you picked up.
Oh, that's what you were saying right behind. I was trying to think back. I'm like, what was behind me? What would have been behind me? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I listened to text to speech. That's what was going on. I had one going at my speed. I don't know if you guys ever heard me listen to text to speech, but I listened very, very fast. And it was in the right ear, but the volume was super low. And then the one that I play for everybody else was really loud in my left ear. And that one was so far behind. I almost fell over. I was so dizzy listening to the two of them at the same time. So you were just helping me find my duck. Thank you.
So anyway, I wanted to ask, is it okay if I post a link to a fundraiser in the comments section? Because I have my nephew living with me, and I'm trying to find more permanent housing for him. He just got out of a domestic abuse situation, which is why he's living with me.
Sorry to hear that.
I also still need to get his little brother out of his dad's house.
Well, Joni's kind of I don't know if links work. I mean, you're welcome to try, and if people in the chat decide they want to support, no offense, it's the first time we've spoken. I don't know one thing from another in terms of the story, but you're welcome to try and put it in the chat, excuse me, and see if it works. And I guess if it looks legit and people want to support it, they can. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys tonight. Surprise! It's a surprise Pete show on a Saturday night. Did I even put up the Pete sign? I think I did. Yeah, there's the P. Or no, that's the E rather, and that's the P. Yeah, I did put up the Pete sign. Today's been such a hectic day. I don't remember what I was doing all day. 760-517-6844. Who's this? Oops, I just pressed the wrong button. Hello. I know that you're there because I heard a noise. But hey, it gives me another opportunity to go like this. Ready? 760-517-6844 is the phone number. When you call, if you're about to be up next, the little robot voice will say, "You're up next. Please mute your stream." And you'll have about 5 seconds to do that. And then you'll hear my voice, and I will come on, and I'll say, "Hello, who's this?" And then you have to say who you are, because that's the rules. Who is this?
Hi, I'm Angel.
Angel, what's going on?
My question was, do you remember a while back you told me Oh, the audience that you had an experience with an angel?
I told you I had an experience with an angel?
No, you told the audience.
Oh, the audience. I did the one I saw in the sky that night I was walking home from walking the dogs. Yes, I remember that.
I just thought that was so cool when you explained it.
That was a hard one for people to understand. I posted this video, and and I've tried to explain a bunch of times that. Thank you for the call, Angel. I do have light perception. Like in front of me right now, I'm going to switch to the camera, which apparently doesn't look as good as the other one. So I don't know if I don't even know if it's in the screen, but there's two lights in front of me, and so right now I see nothing, and then I see two rectangles of light. That's what I'm perceiving right now. And that night, excuse me, I was walking home from the park, and the sky, which of course is massive. Like if you were to hold a flashlight, like a regular flashlight up to me, like I know when people put the light on their iPhone on, I can't see that. It's not bright enough. It's not enough input. These two things in front of me right now are like absolutely ludicrous. So we live by the beach, by the ocean. The sun sets like right at a certain, like right to the right of our house, basically. And what was going on is the sky was basically lit up. The big massive sky was lit up. And then there were these clouds in the middle of the sky. So when I looked up, I saw the lit up sky. It was like the sunset twilight end of the day. And then the black was clearly in the shape of an angel, like very much in the shape of an angel. And because it was so massive, and because there was this contrast of the light and the dark, which I can see light and dark. And again, if you held that up to me and it was 6 inches and it was in front of my face, I wouldn't be able to see it at all. But it was this sky. It was massive. And so it was this really crazy experience for me. Like, sometimes I can look up into the sky and during the daytime, it's just all white, just all kind of washed out. And in the night, it's just, black. But it was this weird moment in time during the day where there was this bright sky and these dark clouds, and it formed this shape, and it was really friggin' trippy. And since then, I've never had that experience replicate, but it was kind of amazing. I'd like to see it again. Seeing stuff was awesome. I'd like to see it again. That'd be fun. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys in a surprise show tonight. Who's this? Oh, that was weird. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like a weird alien noise. Come on, people. I know you're there. If you got something to say, you're just going to get...
Hey, I'm here.
There we are.
Here.
Hey, who's this? Sorry.
It's Joni.
Hey, Joni. Joni, I feel like you're always testing me with the slow coming to it. I think I've blown you up like 6 times in the past 5 months.
There's always a lag between when I get the message and then when you pick up. So it never syncs right. And so by the time I finally hear you say something, it's blown up.
Then I'm blowing you up. Sorry about that. What's going on tonight?
Okay. Well, I was just...
Oh no. Did you hang up? I didn't do that. You guys...
Hang on. This is like this, it just jumped on. Anyway,
yeah.
I was going to ask, I'm coming out to San Diego next month, and I was wondering if I could take you and Banana out for pizza.
Oh, we don't usually say no to pizza. We like pizza. Can we bring Nisha and Brooks and everybody too? Can it be a big old party?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I mean, just the whole gang, because honestly, it's the least I can do. And we've talked about meeting before and everything, but every time I'm supposed to come out, my plans get canceled. But I have to get out next month for my doctor's appointment, and I have to do it. So I figured, yes, let me ask.
Yeah, let us know my schedule is brutal, and I think I've only made it through about 2 or 3 meals this year where I haven't had to pack it up, throw it into a box, and come running home because someone needed an emergency voiceover. And this is another reason why Banana is the greatest wife ever, because she puts up with it. I feel bad. It's such a demanding work schedule. It's so unfair to her, but she's so great about it. She's like, okay, we'll just pack it up, and then we got a nice little outside space. I read what I have to read, and we set up in the picnic table out back and hop in the pool, and she's very supportive of my crazy schedule.
It's the same if you were a virgin or something like that. It's you know what? People adapt, and they adapt because they love.
Yeah, and I think she understands too. Like, who knows where this world's gonna go? Like, I'm an in-demand voice actor right now, and we're paying the bills and making a living out of it. But who knows? I make fun of Jenny, the robot voice lady that reads the texts. But 2 years from now, Jenny might be stealing all my jobs if AI voices get better. So if someone hits me up at 9:30 on a Tuesday night and needs me to come running home to read copy, I will do it because I'm happy and pleased to be performing and to be paid to do so.
Yeah, you gotta make hay while the sun shines.
But definitely let us know when you are in town. Speaking of Jenny, the
Ask
chat lady.
emergency voiceover.
There's a million emergency voiceovers are definitely a thing. I'm always doing emergency voiceovers. Like something I do a lot of work in the world of news and sports. And hold on, do I have my voiceover microphone with me? Another thing. I've added so many things to this whole setup that I've very much made it confusing for myself. So this is my podcasting microphone. This is a what is this? This is a PDX 720 from Audix. This is like a good podcasting microphone.
31 says I will pray for you.
Someone will pray for me. I appreciate that. This right here.
At Tide Studios says Pete prioritizes calls over chat.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to listen to the chat.
BC says I will email with details.
Sounds good. I appreciate that. So why isn't that coming through? Did the regular chat lady die? Yeah, I think she did. Regular chat lady died, but here's the backup chat lady. And then, so this microphone is a Neumann TLM 103. I put this thing on it. I've mentioned before. This is called a windscreen.
Says thanks for answering.
Or a popper stopper. I just call it a condom for my microphone. What? No way. No way is one of my clients hitting me up right now.
At Joni BC says real breaking news.
I think they're.
At Tide Studios says, oh wow, as soon as I say that LeMayo.
This is one of my employers. What time is it? Hey, period. I'm doing my live show right now. Period. Do you have something going on? Question mark.
At FNA World 8526 says I finally made it into my favorite YouTubers live stream.
Well, let's see. I was talking about emergency voiceovers. I was literally just talking about emergency voiceovers, and then I think I might have one happening right now. I wonder if what time is it? It is 6:32. I think I've been on for about an hour. Let's see what they say.
What's with the stickers on the side? They just cough black smoke lol.
She can wait a sec.
Well, that's a shame.
Let's ask him.
What
happened in the world? Question mark. When do you need it? Question mark.
I know nothing about. Did you have professionals teaching you? Tide Studios says ask your question quick.
Yeah, what is your question?
At Joni BC says there's always a chance of breaking news.
There is always a chance of breaking news because it's apparently breaking right now. I was gonna do a voiceover for you with my fancy voiceover microphone. Let's see what my producer says.
Sarah.
And then I might have to go and read it. Oh, there was a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. That's not good.
At Sarah Cam 7808
okay.
says you are cool peeps. Joni.
Send me the script and I will end the live when you need me to read it.
Sport? At the Tonidal says hello, how are you today?
Well, that got serious kind of fast.
Sorcerer says hey, I didn't know you were live.
Okay, so I guess there was a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which is not great news. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I deal with all day, every day, which is why I kind of like to come in here and do stuff light every once in a while. Here, I'm going to show you this microphone while I still am here with you guys. Neumann TLM 103, very sensitive microphone. If it's working, let's see if it's, there we go. Okay. There we go. So this microphone is very sensitive. I have to be a little more quiet with it. If I was going to do a, let's see. Oh, I got to, let's see. We got to put this over here and then I can put this back up.
Breaking news announcements.
Yeah. Doing my own breaking news.
Didn't even realize they hired voice actors.
Of course they do. There we go. All right. When news breaks, ready? Here we go. When news breaks, I have to drop everything I'm doing and come running back to the studio to read the copy so that you know that news has broken. It's not always just like news. Like I do a lot of sports. Like I was working for the NFL draft the other night, and when the Rams made their pick, it was like everybody went crazy. It was like a backup quarterback taken from Matthew Stafford by the Los Angeles Rams. Although that read, that's kind of, I'm doing like a trailer read on that. It was more like, the LA Rams pick, I forget the guy's name, backup quarterback to the LA Rams. This microphone is like, this microphone is like too sensitive for it. This is like the serious, like in theaters this Friday. See, I can get real low, real sensitive on this microphone. News out of Washington, D.C. Something bad happened. And did you think that you'd get breaking news here on the Blind Surfer Show? Probably not. I also didn't expect to be doing stuff tonight, which is why I was here talking to you guys. But in a couple of minutes, copy is going to come through, and then I will have to read it. Thank you for the follow. And then, I think I'm getting the copy right now. Let me switch back to my regular microphone. Hello. I'm going to kill that music for you. And let's see what, let's see.
Try again. Messages. Now. KBHRD. Okay. Button.
Okay, so I got,
Messages. Now. KBHRD.
I haven't gotten the copy yet, but I will very shortly. Let's see if I can put that back on.
526 said blind guy unboxing.
Yes, blind guy unboxing. You know, for
Real Vestro said both.
Both. For the first time in like Foreversville, because I've got like a lot of things got sent to me for blind guy unboxing. I usually just do one a week. I do one short a week, but I did one today, which was the ring pops, and then I'm actually going to be dropping one tomorrow. So blind guy unboxing back to back for you guys, and it's gonna be I dropped this one because it was like the most unexpected thing that has ever been sent to me, or most ludicrous. It was kind of expected, but most ludicrous. It was absolutely insane, and I was unboxing it, and I took it out of the box. And then I realized I couldn't take it out of the box.
6516 said, as a Transformer voice, say thank you, Angel. At Ibergame said hello.
You Angel. What was I saying? Oh,
Sarah Cam 7808 said, wonder if you got my package, Pete.
I think I did. I got 3 things that I'm not entirely sure what they are. So I'm gonna have to take them to the beach and have Nisha explain them to me. I think you might have sent me, I got 2 t-shirts, which I thought might have been from you, but I don't think they are. But then I got an article of clothing, which was quite interesting. And I was very confused as to what it was at first. I think this might be the thing that you sent me. But for the unboxing tomorrow, the thing that was sent to me ended up being so highly inappropriate that I couldn't even take it out of the box and show you guys, but it cracked me up so hard that I ended up it got made into an unboxing because it was so absolutely ridiculous. So 10 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning is when you will be able to see that one. The one that's going on right now is the ring pop one. And there's 2 unboxings right now that are getting tons of, like, the unboxings do really well. I guess people really like that. It's fun for everybody. But the weird thing about that is it gets shared with like a new audience, which normally, usually creators like, hey, new audience. And yeah, that's great. It's good. But with the new audience, I inevitably get those comments like, this guy's faking. One guy today, he watched my ring pop unboxing. It's one of the comments on YouTube, the ring pop unboxing. And he's like, clearly AI, or like, I'm not sure. I think this is AI. I'm like, how the hell could I be AI? And then how hard is it for you to like click on my channel and look and see, I started making videos on this channel. I started making videos in the year 2020, January 1st, 2020 was like my first video as the Blind Surfer. And then if you want to even go further back, I actually have a Pete Gustin channel. It's mostly like old voiceover stuff and some weird things. I think the first video that I posted, what year was it? I think I was posting videos in like 2009. I think. I don't even remember when YouTube started, but whenever YouTube started, I posted a video like 3 years later, 2 years later. I hosted 2 shows for I hosted one show for a Boston sports radio station. It was called the Catch Up for Sports Radio WEI. They all got
A Penguin Insider said hi.
Hi. What's going on? The channel got taken down or just removed because it ran its course or whatever. But yeah, I've been doing stuff for a long time. Someone being like, this guy's AI.
At SarahCam 7808 said, Pete, you gotta wear it on a live show sometime.
I mean, if it's the thing that you It's gonna be a funny one when you guys see it. It took me a long time to figure out what it was. I'm like, what in the hell is this? I don't know how you the thing that she sent me for a blind guy unboxing. Like, I don't know how you sit and wear it. I don't. I feel like I'd have to start an OnlyFans channel if I was going to be doing that. There are a couple calls in there, and I'm just kind of like waiting for this script to come in because serious news happened while I was here live. But I'll take a call, and if I have to go, I have to go. But people have been waiting in the queue, so I will see if someone's there. 760-517-6844. Hello, who is this?
Yo, this is Joseph.
Yo, what's going on, Joseph?
I was seeing a video like a long time ago, probably like one of the first videos I've seen you, where you were trying to get somewhere, and you got lost. You listened to somebody's footsteps.
Joseph, I just trying to move on quick. There was one video. Oh, I actually remember that one. I was walking down, not even that far from my house, and I just got stuck behind this old couple, and I could hear their footsteps, and I was glad I did. I was still like learning to navigate the world using the cane. And like, you don't want to be like running up behind someone and like smack them in the ankles or their butt with like your cane or something. So I was listening real careful, and I could hear these people like shuffle, shuffle, shuffle walking. I was like, all right, I guess I'll go slow because I want to run up on them, whack them with my cane. I ended up orienting myself. I figured out where the ocean was, and I was like, all right, if I know where the ocean is, I know how to find my house basically, because the ocean is west. Someone asked me, like, how do you know the direction of the ocean? I'm like, because I live in San Diego, and the ocean is west. That's where it is. 760-517-6844. Please note in the top right corner that you must be 18 plus to call, because I was getting in trouble putting people on without parental consent. Apparently not acceptable. 760-517-6844. Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name's Jade.
Jade, what's going on?
I just wanted to say I've been watching your videos for like such a long time, and I never really got to show my appreciation, and I caught you just now, and I just wanted to say I'm so happy I caught you. Your content has been so wholesome, and I really appreciate your videos. I just love seeing
One
it
sec,
every-
Jade. 1 second. I'm not going to lose you. Sorry, that was Sarah dropping a super chat. When people drop a super chat, $3 or more on YouTube, it starts talking automatically. But didn't thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Didn't mean to cut you off, Jade.
No, you're fine. I don't mind. I'll keep it short just in case you do need to go, but I just wanted to share my appreciation.
Well, that's really nice. And you can thank, everybody can thank Banana for that. You know, Banana is a lifelong nanny. She's been nannying forever. And I started the channel, and just like she just had this like little bug in my ear. She's like, make sure whatever you're doing, it's at least safe for kids. And so it is funny, like years later, I didn't design the channel for kids, but I never, I didn't turn it into a jackass channel. I try and show that I overcome challenges, but I try and do it with like a supportive team and with some degree of safety, even though I don't always remember to wear my helmet when I'm skating. But I do. The word you said is the one that pops up in the comments all the time. People are like, it's so wholesome. I was like, I didn't intend it to be, but that's cool, because then more people can enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of content, like without meaning to, a lot of the stuff I see, I don't know if it's my recommended stuff, but I do see a lot of stuff that even though it's like supposed to be wholesome in nature, it is a little bit more garnered toward like older audiences.
Yeah.
And so I feel like your content is like can be for anyone, you know what I mean? Which is really nice to see.
Yeah, and I also, I thought in the beginning, I only thought like maybe some blind people would watch it, or other people that were like going through vision loss problems. And then as the channel went on, I started realizing like it's not the disability, it's the struggle, and anybody struggling can relate to someone else struggling. And I was like, oh, and it just kind of built this big, it was kind of nice for me to know, like I didn't know a lot of blind people, but that it meant that other people, like I feel like everybody in the world is dealing with something. Nobody's perfect. Nobody wakes up and they're like, wow, everything's amazing. Nothing wrong today. Everybody's got something. So if we can all kind of like admit it and deal with it together and overcome it together, it really, the channel took on a life of its own that I didn't expect. So I've been happy with the direction of it.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you. I'm sure everyone that's here is too, honestly.
Well, that is nice to hear. I appreciate that. I think
Foxo said call him.
So yeah, you can call me until I get that copy. I wonder how long it's Yeah, something very serious happened at the correspondence dinner. Obviously, I'm kind of curious to see exactly what went down over there. But I will be reading about it shortly. They didn't send me the copy yet, did
Joni
they?
BC
Hey,
said
Joni.
there's a point where all of us find we have no more patience.
Well, yeah, I mean that's where I'm going into Gmail, and I want to make sure I didn't get. Wait. Oh, no, that's not it. All right, that was. I've already read two things earlier
At
in the day.
Magnum Slaw said thanks for the Saturday night surprise session.
What up, Magnum Slaw? Was that the name? It sounded like Magnum Slaw, but the text to speech never reads anything
Oliver
correct.
McAdams asks what's the number?
The number is I wasn't putting
At
it up
Tsunami
because
R8C said hi.
I thought I was going to have to go really quickly there. What up, Tsunami? 760-517-6844 is
At
the phone
Ivor
number.
Games said only reason I ask is BC you are always so chill, and in relation you were a lot more agitated, and it kinda just caught me off guard, grinning face with sweat emoji.
I mean, if you're talking about me, I had a really bad cold. I mean, this sounds like a lame excuse, but like I was like laid up for like 5 days. I didn't have my voice for about 2 weeks. I was
Oliver McAdams
like
asks I'm so sorry.
getting grumpy about it, and then I had 2 blind guy unboxings hit at the same time, which is good. They both got like, I don't know, 400,000 views or something like that. And the comments just kept flooding because I had nothing to do. I was like laying on my floor being all sick. And I just started getting comment after comment. People like, this guy's faking. He's a faker. He's not really blind. And then I was starting to feel mildly better. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go do a live. And I thought I was doing pretty good. Like I thought I was in a good place, but I was actually pretty grumpy. And I got on and I called some people out, and then I continued it. I was like, hey, people are into this, me calling people out, because it just you can only have some gaggle of jackasses tell you you're faking so many times until you want to yell back at them and be like, obviously not faking, you goofs. Like God, there would just be so much involved with this long con. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, I'm still waiting for that copy to come in, but I will before stuff can hit the air, someone has to write it, someone has to approve it, then they have to time it out, then they have to get the sound of the event, and then I drop my voice. So as soon as the copy comes, like I'm the last thing, like the voice gets dropped in, and then I'm gonna literally have to hit like end stream the moment that that copy comes in, because it's gonna have to be on air like momentarily after that. But I'll keep talking to you guys until then. 760-517-6844. Who's this?
It is LT.
LT, what's going on, man?
I got some advice for you.
Sure.
I told you that I've been starting my own stream.
Yep.
And there's categories on Twitch, and you can see how many people are paying attention to those categories. And one of the categories that's more popular than lifestyles and advice is just chat, which is basically what you would do. And I think that would give your feed just a little bit better.
Just chatting is we tried just chatting. We're in talk shows and podcasts for the category right now. The just chatting one had more aggregate viewers at any given time, but there were so many people that were in it, it was cutting up the pie smaller. But it wouldn't hurt to try and bounce back and forth. We're in talk shows and podcasts. Sometimes I'm like, man, it would just be so easy to do a gaming podcast. Like, I wish I could just play games. Like, how easy would that be? Just sit there, play a game, and like talk to people while you're playing the game. And that category is like super popular. Like Markiplier he blew up from gaming.
Yeah. You gaming would be interesting, but it would probably be like a board game.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody would watch me like playing Monopoly. Or Topple, or
that'll make everything worth it. You'll get everybody saying he's faking.
Yeah, totally. I wonder what game. Trying to think of what game I could play from when I was a kid. Connect 4. No, you'd have to see all this stuff in Mousetrap. Maybe I could do Mousetrap.
Connect 4. Connect 4 is you'd just be a big memory game though, because all you would have to do is apply textures.
Yeah, Battleship. That is a lot of memory there. I think Mousetrap. I could do Mousetrap, and maybe. God, how hard would it be to do Operation not being able to see? If I could put my left hand like on like where the funny bone is, and then use my right hand to try and like dip into that little hole, maybe I could do that.
It would definitely be interesting to watch. I probably wouldn't do like a stream one, but I would like make a video on like a short.
That'd be so funny. Welcome to my new gaming channel. I'm just playing all these board games from the 80s. Uno.
They do have blind video games. Like that's one thing I've just found out myself. I think I told you about it already.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's a blind guy completely going off of audio cues, and it's like it's very impressive because it's like I haven't even beat that game yet.
Yeah.
He's doing it just solely off of audio cues.
It's just people. I think people like the gaming channels because they all, everybody plays Minecraft or whatever the hell the popular game. And I think playing like a weird niche game like that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's what I want to do. But yeah, I feel like it'd be a little easier. Just a gaming channel.
Especially when you already have the following, so just you doing something out of left field would just be interesting to watch.
Well, that's why I was doing the thing tonight. I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show. I think you were there, but I was doing the on the go camera because I am planning on doing. I'm planning on doing a sort of cooking segment. Something is being sent to me, and I was like, I could try and do that live. We could do like cooking with Pete.
Yeah, one thing I was now that you're bringing it up from the very beginning, you need to put a longer timer, put a countdown timer to your stream, because every single time you start a stream, I always have to go back and watch the beginning of the video because I have ads.
I mean, I'm torn with that. Like, if I start the thing, oh wait, you literally, I didn't understand how that works. With ads, it covers up the beginning, like you don't get it. Just
yes, basically, I don't get to see what you're doing. I don't get to hear what you're talking about. And usually I come in and I have to go back, and I'm now behind on the stream because I'm watching the videos.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I didn't know the ads paused the stream. I thought the ads just rolled over you and then you came back after they finished running. I didn't know that. We do today's intro was like 35 seconds.
I always miss it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, today's intro is 35 seconds. Maybe we can try and stretch it out to like a minute long intro, and then I'll replay the wave at the end as well. That is interesting. I did not know that. Thank you for that information.
All right, I'll let you move on to somebody else. I'm gonna probably talk to you again this week.
Sounds good. Good to hear from you, LT. The ads, I pay for YouTube. I think it's called like YouTube Red or something like that, because throughout the day I have to use YouTube constantly to, like, if I'm doing a movie trailer, I have to go watch the red trailer that's out there to get the tone of the movie. Or if I'm doing something for like a sports team, like I think like the Browns are just trading for or they're thinking about trading for someone called Thibodeau, but it's like THIB Thibodeau. So I had to go on YouTube and like listen to how people were saying the name. And then like there was a guy in the news the other day, I had to figure out how to say Reince Priebus's name. So I'm like constantly going on YouTube, and when the ads were running, I'm like, I got to get this thing on the air. Like, I got to read it immediately. This is a super
At Made Jab Brown 3983 tip $5 through Super Chat. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Matea. Oh, that's it. Just $5 to say hi. Hi, Matea. Appreciate you. You're my fave. Well, you're all my fave. But you're my fave at this exact moment because you just paid $5 to say hello, which is kind of awesome. Matea, also, I was wearing the Crocs that you sent me for a Blind Guy Unboxing. Banana needed me to dig a hole in the front yard so she could plant the plant. And I said, can I put on the Crocs to dig the hole? And she said, fine. So that's the only time she's let me put them on in front of her. I was like, like kicking into the dirt with them. She's like, yeah, that's a good use of them. So yeah, I ended up paying for YouTube to not have the commercials just because I literally would have to I'd have to get something on air immediately. And then I just didn't have the time to listen to speaking of getting something on air immediately, like where is the script? I'm kind of hoping I didn't miss anything. Okay. I'm just going to write back, be like, coming soon? ? Didn't miss it, did I ? I mean, they must be going nuts over there with like that news happening. So I'm kind of surprised I haven't gotten the copy already. While I'm waiting for it, I guess I'll take another call. 760-517-6844 is the phone number as I'm waiting for my big news copy to come in. This is longer than I usually get to wait. Usually it's like, it's happened. Get off the mic. Read it right now. We'll see who this is. Oh, hello. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? I'll be honest. I just wanted to call to ask how you and Banana was doing.
We're doing pretty good. She's away for the weekend. She's on a sister's trip out in Sedona, Arizona, and I'm back here with the puppies and working and talking to you guys.
Are they cute?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting my message. Not yet. Okay, the script hasn't come yet, so I still got a couple minutes with you guys.
All I wanted to do was just ask how you were doing, and I just wanted to talk to you for a couple seconds.
Well, that's
I
cool.
could leave.
No, I appreciate your calling up. It was the first thing. Was it the first thing I did? Yeah, the first thing I did was set up the phone calls because it's so weird just having like these conversations and you hear the same names coming up in the comments like time and time and time again, and people get to hear me all the time. And I kind of just wanted to hear some voices, just hear what other people had to say. You know, setting up the comments, the text-to-speech lady reading that out loud, that's helpful to me so I know what's going on. But it is just kind of fun to hear other people's voices. Like, you're people too. You're not just comments on a page.
Right.
So
damn way to make me feel like a human.
we're all, and you know, it is hard. Like I won't sugarcoat it. I'm kind of a dick in the comments sometimes. I'm nice to the people that are nice to me, and I've just run short on patience with people that are like are coming at me. Mostly people like tell me that I'm faking. Like I just have no patience for that.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I just and I feel like how would I act if those people? People say like, would you say that to them in person? I'm like, yeah, man, if they walked up to me and said I was faking, I'd absolutely act that way to them. But the thing is, if someone were to see me in person, someone on the Why Does It Taste Like Meat video that I posted 2 weeks ago, he's like, I know a lot of...
Yeah, with the crab?
Yeah.
Or no, it was the KFC jelly
Yes. Beans. Wow, good memory on you. Yeah, that tasted like...
It was the KFC jelly beans, yeah.
Yeah, those are so gross. But someone in the comment... Like I woke up this morning, Banana was getting ready to hop on a flight, and I was just kind of like poking through the comments, and someone's like, I know a lot of blind people, and none of their eyes move the way yours do. You're obviously faking. And I'm like, first of all, I had vision for an extremely long time, even though it was limited for a very long time. Like my eyeballs are going to dart in the direction of sound, like because they're just used to that.
You just went from having vision to instantly boom, no vision.
Yeah. So yeah, my eyeballs move around. Like I'll take off my glasses right now. Like they move, and if some noise happened, I'd turn my head and I'd look over there. Like I'm not gonna see it, but that's that's the way I am. Like that's just the way it functions. And then he's like, and you also don't move like a blind person. I'm like, I'm literally sitting on a chair opening a box. I'm like, if you were to see me out in the world, like you drop me somewhere unfamiliar, I've got a cane. I'm like, I have no idea where I am. I'm like reaching for Banana's hand. I'm like, help me find my way around. Like no one would see that and be like, oh, he's faking. Like it's so obvious. But it's so on the opposite side of the coin, it's like you're sitting there watching me sit there open a box, and you're gonna try and judge like he clearly doesn't look blind. I'm like, you're just an idiot, and I don't have the patience for it anymore. So Grumpy Pete's been coming out.
No, you ain't grumpy. You telling the truth, bro. You telling it how it is.
Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden just this past month or so I just ran out of patience for it. Just because my life has become so friggin' hard. Like just losing eyes. Like I went from having eyesight, which was this massive toolkit, and people take it for granted all the advantages it gives you, and I'm doing the same stuff that I used to do when I had bad vision, or at least some vision. Like I'm still running a voiceover business. I edit my own videos. I wrote a novel. I'm actually starting another business, which I'm going to hopefully launch in about a month or so. I'm still doing all that, and I'm doing it.
And I find that so incredibly impressive. You have no idea. Like that's so impressive. I am in awe about that. Like you are so successful that I couldn't be at the moment, at least.
Well, I appreciate that. That's kind of why I wanted to share the message. Like there's ways to keep on going. There's ways to keep doing stuff. But, I get to the end of the day and it's hard. And I feel this sense of achievement. This is where the anger comes from. Like my days are hard, friggin' difficult. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. My days are hard because I'm still doing everything that I used to. And now I'm doing it with no sight. And it's difficult. And so I get to the end of the day and I'm proud of myself. I've shared a story. I've told something. Maybe I just made someone laugh at the blind guy unboxing, something like that. And then I flip open my phone as I'm like, sitting down to take a dump at night, and someone's like, faker. And I'm like, oh, go F yourself. I get just going through the day that I went through and like trying to spread the message that I've spread. And then I get that. I literally I do. In that last video I posted, I'm like, I want to jump through the phone and strangle the person. Like I don't have the patience for it anymore.
That's a valid that's completely valid though.
But I do feel bad, like, cause then I hear my own, like, the next morning. Well, the next morning, like, I'll listen back, and I have to listen through text to speech, and I hear my comment, and I'm like, and the text to speech voice is like, "What do you have? One brain cell, you moron." I'm like, oh man, I was pretty rough on that person, and then I'm like, all right.
It's 100% valid.
And then sometimes I worry, like, sometimes I'll say to people, I'm like, I don't know, maybe you're 6 or maybe you just have a head injury, but I don't know why you don't understand this. And then I get nervous. Like the next morning I'll wake up and be like, what if the person was 6? What if I just trash talked a 6-year-old? I'm like, that's not cool, because I don't know who I'm talking to.
They're not gonna remember it.
They're not going to remember it. That's funny. So, well, I don't know. That's my new. Someone posted a comment a few days ago. They're like, "I'm enjoying Pete's new villain character arc." I was like, "Well, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, I guess that's kind of where I went."
Character, man. You were probably the nicest guy I mean, I don't know you, but like, I'm sure you're like one of the nicest people ever. Like,
I try to
you're
be.
an absolute gentleman.
I mean, I definitely try to be. I was raised by good parents. Banana doesn't, she doesn't let me be. She doesn't let me be mean. Let's put it this way. She's an extremely good influence on me. Banana is like one of the best people ever. Like, she puts other people in front of her all the time. She takes care of people constantly. She's got a great heart. She's got a good conscience, and it's hard to be around that all the time and not have it rub off on you and have it make you a better person. So I think anybody that says I'm a good person or I seem happy, like, let's trace that back to where it came from. It came from my significant other who just kind of like helped me be that way.
That's what's up. I love that.
Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate it. I'm going to try and grab 1 or 2 more. I keep saying that because I thought the copy was going to be already. Obviously, there's a big story down there. Lots of news going on right now. And you guys are hanging with me. You know why? Because big, scary, horrible news sucks. Talking about fun stuff is fun. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Oh, but when you're listening to the big, scary stuff and you're listening to the promos, listen to that. Listen for that, the promo voice. That's what you want to listen for. What did I just say? So the phone number, 760-517-6844. Hey, who's this? Hello. I hear them. They'll know they're on in a few seconds. Can
you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, who's this?
Hi, my name is Sign. Sorry, I had you on my watch. My baby just needed a diaper change, so I was running around.
Well, that's the more important thing. You don't want to leave that laying there for too long. Good job taking care of that.
Well, not at all. Let me switch you to my phone. All right. So I know you got to go soon, and unfortunately, I kind of want to have a little bit more of a conversation with you. Have you ever heard of something called aphantasia?
No, I don't think so.
So aphantasia is a inability to visualize.
Oh, okay.
I see no pictures in my head at all.
All right, I've heard. You know what? I think text to speech says that all wrong, but because I've heard people mentioning that in the comments in relation to me. They asked me like, "Do you imagine things in your head?" And I'm like, "Yeah, totally, all the time." I was unaware that that's a condition.
Yeah, I was very curious because I have aphantasia myself. I know no one in my family, anybody at all who has it. And a couple of my favorite YouTubers, like Bob, who does a podcast with Mark, he has aphantasia, and I love hearing about it. And I was just really curious, as you, someone who had an ability to see at some point in your life, can you still visualize? Can you see pictures in your head at all?
Yeah, definitely. I posted a video the other day. Like I as soon as I start talking to someone, my brain constructs an image of them, of what I think they look like. And when I go to unfamiliar places, Nisha, one of my surf coaches, she's always like, there's a beautiful row of hedges over there, and above that is a mural. It's on a stucco wall. Beneath that or on top of that is a clay roof. And she really likes describing the surroundings to me, at least that they're interesting. And I paint images in my head. Like, I mean, I was an artist. I used to draw. I was a pencil artist. I also did a lot of chalk. So it's so weird that I was a highly visual person. And, as the ability to see stuff went away, it just kind of migrated into my head. I definitely imagine and picture things quite vividly, and I dream in perfect vision as well.
And I know that dreaming is something that, for me, I still am able to dream perfectly fine. Even last night, I had some so vividly perfect dreams. They were nightmares, but it felt like I was living real life. It took me a second when I woke up to realize that it wasn't a thing, and that's very interesting to me that you still get to visualize, because I know that for myself, if I ever went blind, that's it for me. I don't get to see
That's
anything.
crazy. You know, Molly
Ever.
Burke, another blind creator, I filmed with her, taught her how to surf out here. And she told me at one point, she's like, you'll forget colors. I'm like, what? That can't be. And she lost, you know, the majority of her eyesight much younger than I did. And ever since she told me that, I literally do a visual exercise each day whenever I just have a little moment to myself where I start remembering colors like different shades of blue or different shades of orange, or I think of the rainbow or a box of Lucky Charms, because I like colors. I like them in my head, you know, and that's the only place they exist now is in my head. And so I very actively try and recall them, because I remember we were standing in my driveway and someone said that Banana's car was a cool color. And so I started describing it to her. I said, I'm like, it's kind of like it's like a forest army green. And she had vision at one time and knew what that was. And I'm like, she has a sports car, but it looks like an army Jeep. And she's like, that's kind of cool. And then she's kind of blurts out, she's like, you'll forget colors over time. I was like, what? It's like, that's not good news. I don't want to know that.
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I mean, even while I was waiting for the phone call with you, I told my wife why I wanted to call you, and she's like, I want to know what he has to say, because I've forgotten my own father's voice, and because memory goes away over time. So I was just very curious to see how you still handled that after being blind for so long.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's an innate thing. Like I said, I'm actively trying to remember colors at this point. I don't think I actively tried to retain imagery in my head. That's an interesting one. You know, some neuropsychologists can break that down, but I never lost the ability. I have a lot of memories. It sounds very strange, but I have a lot of memories of the 80s. In the 80s, I was age 3 to 13.
That's not strange.
And I saw a lot of stuff, and I could tell you where the cracks on the bench that I used to sit that was next to the pool that the boat club I went to were. I remember the wood grain. Being able to look and see grain of wood, like that feels like another lifetime. It feels like a superpower, but I remember it. I remember exactly what that bench looked like. I remember exactly where the cracks were, and it's like I could reach out and touch it right now.
I can imagine so, especially not being able to, just go look at a tree.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for the phone call. I don't even know what time it is. I thought they were going to be sending me. It is 7:06. I started this at 5:30. I usually only go for about an hour. I am going to go get my studio set up for the copy, because I can tell you they're going to send me one, and it's going to be a lot, because it sounds like there's some big news that went down. So I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to get ready. I'm going to be reading for the rest of the night. I also have to I have to take the dogs out for a walk, because Banana's not here. I got to get them out. They got to get some exercise, or they're going to start destroying stuff. And I got to eat. So there's some things I got to do this evening. But thank you to... oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Thank you. You know, I'll give you I'll send you guys out on the wave that I started the show with, because LT told me that no one gets to see that, apparently. Josh informed me after the fact that we've been surfing at a spot where there was no surfing allowed. I didn't know, so we filmed the sign, and then we were out there surfing, and he and I did a high five in the water. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. He just told me, like, high five, so I put my arm up, and I ended up high fiving him in the water. So it was kind of fun. Don't forget to follow. I've been pushing the Twitch lately, because it does a really good job of the notifications. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, that's at Pete Gustin. I feel like every time I go live, YouTube sends out like 10 notifications maybe. Facebook does 0, TikTok does 0, but Twitch sends out lots of really good notifications. So if you want to know the next time I go live, you don't want to miss it, follow me there at Pete Gustin. I'll be back at the least on Tuesday, but Banana's out of town, so I've been mildly bored. So I might come back again, which is why you should enable those notifications on YouTube and Twitch, because then you won't miss it. All right, I'm going to let you see that wave, and then, tune in to all your favorite news channels tonight, because I'm going to be on them. Sounds like there's a lot going on. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Here's me surfing. Ready?
No surfing. That's the one, buddy! You high five to the GoPro. Oh yeah. I was like, that better than recording.